Namaste all. I am Vimala Chandrasekhar, and with close to 30 years in the field of school education, I now have the privilege of being the academic director at Ganges Valley School. Nothing is more precious than life, and young lives are even more precious. Bill Gates said, and I quote, "The first 5 years of life have so much to do with how the next 80 turn out." Unquote. Children start learning from the moment they first open their eyes after birth, and the initial years are very crucial, the most crucial being ages 3 to 8. This is when they start blossoming as individuals and simultaneously become alive to the world around them, going beyond their immediate family. They start their journey of transitioning from their homes to the world outside, and school is the first step in this adventure. And this first step will make or mar their lives. So, early childhood education becomes paramount in the learning experience. Until the National Education Policy of 2020, the three pre primary years of nursery, pre primary 1 or LKG, and pre primary 2 or UKG were outside the purview of any monitoring authority. So, what was taught and how it was taught varied widely and most often did not take the needs and capabilities of children into consideration. So, you had mathematical concepts and language being taught way beyond age appropriate, thereby exerting undue pressure on 3 to 5-year-olds, killing their natural curiosity, stunting their imagination, and instead boxing them into what the world around demanded of them. Fortunately, the National Education Policy of 2020 has taken note of this and divided school education into 4 segments. The first being early childhood care and education, covering all children between the ages of 3 and 8 years. These 5 years see children develop trillions of neural connections, and according to research by Harvard University, early experiences affect the development of brain architecture, which provides the foundation for all future learning, behavior, and health. Brains are built over time from the bottom up. One can appreciate how necessary it is to nurture children in their early years till the age of 8. Learning and education have got to encompass the mind, the heart, and the body, corresponding to mental development, socio-emotional growth, and the development of gross and fine motor skills, respectively. All these have to be well balanced, and the proportion of each to the entire learning process will vary from year to year, from stage to stage. In the 5 ECCE years, focus needs to be on language, alphabet, numbers, counting, coloring, shapes, indoor and outdoor play, puzzles and logical thinking, problem solving, drawing, painting, and other visual art, craft, drama and puppetry, music and movement. 85% of a child's cumulative brain development happens by the age of 6. The right stimulation and care is therefore highly essential. Laying the foundation for holistic development of children, ECCE ideally consists of flexible, multifaceted, multi-level, play-based activity and inquiry-based learning. The learning in the preparatory years, that is before age 5, as per the NEP, shall be based primarily on play-based learning with a focus on developing cognitive, that is mental, affective, that is socio-emotional, and psychomotor, that is bodily or physical abilities, and early literacy and numeracy. And to maintain continuity from pre-primary to the primary years, the first 2 classes in the primary section, that is grades 1 and 2, have also been included in the ECCE years. These 2 years mark the transition of children from pre-primary, where there is a rather informal atmosphere in the class, to a more formal classroom setting when they move to grade 1. Hand-holding becomes very important, and rather than segregating pre-primary and primary, it is important to pay attention and focus on these 2 years to build an ideal bridge for children to cross over into grades 3, 4, and 5 with least difficulty. At Ganges, fortunately for us, we have been focusing on all these aspects of learning even before the National Education Policy of 2020 spelled them out. And therefore, we have had a head start. It has been our endeavor right from the beginning to encourage children to speak, express themselves, develop their fine motor skills, rather than impressing upon them the need to write from an early age when their fingers are not yet ready to take on the pressure of controlled writing. Often, we have explained to our parents and continue to explain to parents that once children attain a certain physical and mental maturity, which normally happens by the age of 6, they will progress into writing very, very easily. Even in the olden years, in the Indian situation, Aksharabhyasam was only after the age of 5. So why burden the child with written work when the child is not yet ready for it? All learning has to be natural. It has to progress naturally and organically, and we need to provide moments of learning, aha moments for these children, and provide the opportunity for them to develop themselves as individuals in their own right. Thank you. Here's wishing you and your children a joyous learning experience.